42 men, 135 plus innings. Swinging a foul. Headed for the second deck behind home plate.
Nothing in 2.
Where it rattles around.
Remember Pete after
and
his
a
retirement
youngster
in 2008
out-scampers the old guy.
Said he wanted to do more than anything else was travel, spend time with
12-year-olds.
his lovely wife Elaine, his sons, his daughter-in-law,
the
and his
kids
3
today.
grandchildren.
Breaking ball in the dirt. BJ laid off.
You saw in the
A lot
pregame
quicker
show,
than they used to
love
be.
our jobs but hate the schedule. We're so thankful
Good
that
point.
Pete got 5 or 6 years to do exactly that.
Yeah, it was
Family
a battle
of 4
for him.
and a 12-year-old boy ran over and got that
just
ball.
when he's
and
ready
now
to
they're
enjoy
handing
life,
it
he
back
has
and forth,
another
back and
battle
forth.
on his
Sister,
hands.
mama, daddy.
That's how I prefer to remember Pete Van Wieren. Look at that handsome duo. Pete on the left, Braves president John Schuerholz on the right. Pete being presented with that wonderful microphone. Was that for 30 years, John? 30 years in the booth for the Braves?
Yeah, it was.
It
could have been for that.
The second, 1-0 Atlanta.
Greatness
Johnson, 2 for 3
and
with a walk and
all
an
those
RBI.
things that Pete represented.
In last night's game, hitting 278,
Bruce Johnson
home
leads
runs,
off the
47
second
driven
for
in.
Atlanta. Obviously, John, this is
to
a
the first
horribly
pitch strike.
sad day for all of us who worked with Pete, who knew him so well. You knew him
Ian Kennedy,
as long as anyone. What does Pete Van Wieren mean to you as the president of the Braves franchise?
Right field corner.
Class.
Get off the end of the bat.
Gentlemen.
Foul. Count is 0-2.
Baseball fan, baseball
San
historian,
Diego played a
baseball
big part, a
professor,
big role in one of Pete Van Wieren's
great Brave family member.
Pete used to play
cared
golf. Pete
terribly
and
for our
Don,
organization.
We would all play golf.
Spoke of it in high fashion, always represented us in high fashion, always.
I believe it's called Carmel Mountain.
A sad day for us, we in the Braves family, and we in Braves country, and we in Braves nation, to have to suffer the loss of Pete
Van back to the
Van Wieren.
hotel. He said, "It's the last time you'll ever see me on the golf course."
Always loyal. You just called him a great Brave and a great
And you know what?
member of the Braves family. There's no
time
one
we
ever
saw him
more
on the
loyal
golf
to the
course.
organization
He did
that I
that
know,
much like
John.
He did his broadcast. He said,
No, you're
"That's
right,
it.
Joe.
Don't do
He
it
was
anymore."
loyal.
That's it.
He loved what he
Amazing.
did. He loved his being broadcaster.
Swing and a miss.
He loved especially broadcasting
Townsend down on
Braves
strike,
baseball.
second K for Kennedy.
He knew it as well as
Brings up
anybody.
Hendrickson
We were so
Simmons.
I
blessed
also
to
like
have
to tell a story
Ernie
about we
and
used to stay
Skip
out in Mission Valley,
and
there's
Pete
a little golf
as
course
the
nearby.
three
I also like to
voices,
tell
the
a story
triumvirate
about he
of
and Ernie
Braves
and Skip
broadcast
playing. And he
excellence
tells us on
that
Skip
sort
and
of
Simmons
put us
steps
on the
in.
map.
They go out and they're
and
going to
sent us
play,
across
and
the
they get Skip
country
rental cars.
and let people know who
And they
the
go down
Braves
to the
were
practice
through
tee,
the
and, you go
voices
down to the driving range
and the
400 balls in a big
work
bucket there.
of each of those three
So
guys.
he's got his rental
and
club.
Pete, the last one of those three,
Simmons takes
to
strike
leave
one.
us. And
Skip, that is.
sad,
And they go to the first tee.
That it happened.
Never get tired
Pete
of
Van
hearing
Wieren,
that
sage
voice.
words.
And John Smoltz is going to join us from Atlanta or parts
No
unknown.
doubt that's a
John,
hard lesson
I
for a
forgot
young
you beat your
baseball
pal Tom
broadcaster to
Glavine
learn.
for win number 200. I'm sure that
Jed
brought us,
Jerko
will bring a special
leads
smile to
things off.
Tommy's face when we talk to him later.
Wind up
Well,
on the pitch.
that's one
Breaking
thing
ball
Tommy
into the
said.
air,
I'll
right
never
field
forget
shallow,
my
breaking
200s.
back
He
first,
doesn't
and now
know if he
racing in
remembers
Hayward,
who
but
his
time
was
to get
against,
there.
but I
Time to
certainly
get
will
there.
never forget.
4 up, 4 down for Santana.
This is a sad day, obviously. You just heard John Schuerholz talk about Pete, the consummate professional. From a player's perspective, what was your thinking about Pete Van Wieren, the man and the broadcaster?
Yeah, very somber day. And a heavy heart, and I just was shocked when I got the news. But, you know, I grew up, my 21 years were basically introduced to Ernie Johnson Sr., your dad,
I don't either. No,
Pete.
I agree.
I'm afraid
when you're
I'll
a
pick
pitcher,
up a
you
phrase or
chart
pick up something from
games
somebody
all the time,
accidentally,
and we did it in the
and
clubhouse.
I feel like
I
I'm
heard every
stealing, but it'll
broadcast
accidentally
that you
pop out
could
of my
hear.
mouth. Strike call,
I got to
letting
know
him
them
America.
as the latter part of my career. You know, I joked with them every day. It seemed like I talked to them about hitting every day, even though I couldn't hit. I would look for him in the booth when I got on base if I was lucky enough. And there wasn't a bad day. It was unbelievable. The story and just the gentleman they became. I mean, I really considered your dad and Pete kind of like the odd couple. It was almost a perfect marriage. The way that they brought the game to life with humor, and of course with Pete.
And they had the dining room there. And this particular day we had spaghetti and meat.
Well, we touched on it earlier, from ostrich races to open-air convertibles and a World Series parade down Peachtree Street. Pete, Skip, and Don Sutton. The Hall of Famer joins us here in San Diego. Don, you worked with Pete as long as anybody.
Braves holding a 1-0 lead.
This is an awful day.
Third.
Yeah, it is.
My partner.
You know, a lot of time to think about it.
Dragged
Since I got to know from Joe this morning. Spent some time on the life cycle.
Last
and
thing
I got to think about what a blessed person I've been. 49 years in the big leagues. I get dropped into the major leagues with John Roseboro, Maury Wills, Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale. The next year, I get a chance to broadcast. Eternity Johnson and Skip Carey and Pete Van Wieren. I won the lottery twice.
And, 5 in the series.
Every one of those persons touched my life, but I think Pete Van Wieren taught me more about what we're doing than anybody else I've ever known.
Early lead on.
You said something years ago about Pete that's always stuck with me, and I think it's really accurate.
Missed high and tight. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
In this day and age of Twitter and Facebook and ESPN and Fox Sports 1, all that kind of stuff.
Braves entering play today, 1.5 back.
He was a guy who never cared about being famous.
No.
He cared about being good. Yeah. And he was better than that. He was great.
Well, I heard him say a number of times, if tomorrow morning somebody remembers I said it and not what happened, then I didn't do my job. No signature home run call, no whoop-de-doo, no bouncing up and down. Nothing fancy, but he taught me that the most important person in our whole equation, that's the person at home. Then what's going on the field, then us. Our job is to be the link between this great game and people who wish they could be there.
Well, thanks again, Don Sutton. That, folks, was not an easy inning for him to get through on a personal or professional level, and we're so appreciative of him taking time out to remember our friend Pete Van Wieren and Delta. Hall of Famer Tom Glavine is on the phone with us in Atlanta today. Tommy, thanks for joining us. This is obviously a very sad day.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days where I say,
coming up against Ian Kennedy, 1-0 Braves as we go to the 4th. And once again, here's Don.
Thank you. Got his first time up, struck out looking, a chance to do some damage, and he couldn't pull the trigger. First pitch to him is a strike. A run on 1 hit for the Braves, no runs, 2 hits for us.
You know, not only knew him
Braves have stranded 4. The Padres have left 3 out there.
Memorable calls that he had as
day, wind has just picked up. Gaddis on a chopper toward short, cut off by the third baseman.
Much like the day that I heard the news about your dad,
high, but hanging on to it is
a very similar day.
And Evan is retired on the ground. That's the first one we'll bring up.
You knew it was coming eventually, but you're not.
Saw Copeland tire 4-bagger in. Remember, fans, if a Braves player
homers this another sad part about it, Tony, is how it comes on the heels of one of the greatest days, arguably the greatest day in Braves history, Atlanta Braves history, by the 3 guys going into the Hall of Fame, and including yourself, and then such a bad note today to kind of put a damper on that. But be that as it may, he has always been a Braves Hall of Famer, and so important to so many Braves fans.
What it is all about.
Yeah, he was, and you know, you're right. So many people, myself included,
They're arguing balls and strikes.
You know, Gaddis kind of stepped out and looked at Reynolds some after one of the pitches early in the at-bat. Maybe he said something on the way back to the dugout, and maybe Reynolds said something to him.
And that's how everybody came to know him.
There's nothing a manager hates more than when one of the umpires starts initiating or continuing an argument with a player.
So, you know,
back with the 1-1 pitch.
The kind of thing, like you say, that
low and away, 2 balls and a strike. All fastballs to Johnson this time up.
You know, we're certainly all sad that he's gone, but at the same time, I think everybody in Braves country has fond memories of Pete, and we all have, you know,
and here's the pitch coming, and it's outside. It's 3-1.
Vividly,
throughout antagonist is a good word. Yep.
Listening to Braves baseball.
Good umpire.
We had 2 at the bottom of the 4th inning. Irvin Santana and the Braves lead the Padres 1-0 in Game 2 of our series. We remember our friend Pete Van Wieren. He would have loved the way Santana's pitching.
Pete Van Wieren, the professor.
You know what else, Joe? Pete Van Wieren loved? He loved ball players that appreciated the game and played the game the right way. I can't think of anybody that personified that more than the man on the phone with us, and that's Braves hero Mark Lemke.
I would carry a bag around with a year's worth of
hello, Chip.
Because you have reports from every
Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining us on
a year's worth of reports.
Not so good circumstances, but very happy that you could join us tonight.
Yeah, it's tough day for Braves country, and certainly thoughts and prayers go out to Pete's family, his wife Elaine.
But he didn't miss much. He would always go by the same bookstore newsstand on the way in. and he would have some tidbit as Jerko stands
in. You got to work with Pete quite a bit.
You didn't know and that you hadn't heard of, but you knew he would know it.
Obviously,
first pitch inside.
In the early days
1-0, we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Gets all even at 2.
What do you remember most about Pete?
And we invite you to find out where's the saver on your energy bill. GeorgiaPower.com is the place.
Late 80s,
Swinging
you guys remember those days?
Georgia Power, Southern Company.
Spoken from experience, yeah.
Yes, sir. So it was,
Jerko flied to right his first
transition period, but I just remember
talking about
Pete always being quiet, reserved,
very
just always
meticulous
professional,
guy.
And you didn't know if he was going to say a whole lot. But boy, all you had to do was
came in here,
ask him a question, and it was
Sunday
just
with an off day.
like an
So we're all talking about what are we going to do.
No matter what sport you talk about. And I had a little relationship with Pete,
what are you going to do,
being that I'm from upstate New York.
Go to the casino. Here's the
Pete's
pitch.
from upstate New York. We had a lot of things to talk about.
I have a 7:13 appointment in the morning to get a Davis call.
I loved him telling stories of the minor league days, players used to run into.
3 balls and a strike to Jerko.
Just the grinding.
Control has been good. Only one intentional walk for Santana as we come here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
You think of Pete as being
the right-hander winds and fires
he did all
off his first pitch, down and away from ball 1.
Really, the reason we're all here. Ernie Johnson Sr., we miss him terribly, and his son, Ernie Johnson Jr.
A .215 batting average, resting alongside
great to have you tonight as we
BJ Upton. Swing and a miss. He was carting it on a fastball.
I really appreciate it.
Tough day all around, and we've lost all 3 of our guys as of today.
And back comes Kennedy.
And everybody's had so many good
right
memories and thoughts. Ernie, what were your thoughts as a young man when you were around all 3 of those guys?
Pure ink tonight.
I mean, I had the greatest.
Loved Pete like a brother.
Childhood.
But I can't do meticulous like Pete.
As I grew into an
That's
adult,
hide outside.
being able to tag along with my dad to the ballpark.
The only thing bad about that,
I mean, that was a heck of a way to grow up. Having Hank Aaron ask you how your baseball team was doing. You know, when you're hanging out at the batting cage. And
never.
And then
here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball up and away. That's a strikeout. That's the second time that
my dad was the one who was listening to all the tapes because he was the director of broadcasting at the time. So you can imagine how many people wanted to be part of that in Atlanta.
Have 27 people.
And I can remember my dad talking about this guy who was calling Tidewater Tides baseball at the time.
Grand slam
I think he's going to be the guy. And it was Pete Van Wieren.
It would just keep going right along. First,
that's a pretty good call by my old man.
I'll tell you that. All of that.
Well, I mean,
but have a lineup
guys,
change 5 minutes before game time. It discombobulated his whole world.
Photo you put up there.
He loved Tony La Russa.
Oh my God!
Skipping my dad and
foul back our way, and it's 0-2.
Just unbelievable.
La Russa is the worst, as far as I know, in the history of baseball about making.
You know, when you used to watch those guys and listen to them, you think this is going to go on forever.
Not just take out
and this was baseball in Atlanta.
But no, we're rewriting 8 of the 9
2008.
spots.
That's his way of managing both dugouts.
In August
up and away.
2008 and 11 and 14 now.
Yeah, Pete,
we say goodbye to all 3 of them. There must be an unbelievable wing in heaven.
We all hated to see him retire, and we wondered why.
I've thought about my dad just saying,
but I'm glad he retired.
Professor, where you been?
Here's the pitch.
And,
sliced foul left side.
Keep saying, you're late
because
again. And so, I mean, it's a very, very sad day, but it's also a day in which we think back and we're grateful for just all the great memories and having the chance to listen to these 3 guys. That's the way baseball's supposed to be called. That's the way baseball's supposed to be enjoyed. It was a blessing to have all.
And was good at it.